Coach Cox had a few sayings. He said a couple today, but he'd always tell us that you got to be hungry, you got to want it. He would tell us that winners don't quit and quitters don't win. He would tell us when the tough gets going, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. One of the best examples in my high school career that I saw of that was in the KBA finals. Dave Simon got into the finals against Kevin Lindauer from Springfield. Kevin Lindauer was a two-time state champion, and he'd beaten David on a number of occasions. At that tournament, they brought Dave's mom, who was very sick, into the gym in a wheelchair. Dave told me years later that when he saw his mom come into that gym, that he knew he was going to win that match. Dave did win that match, 1-0 in overtime. And he did it with pure guts and determination. Great job, David. Great job. One more story. My senior year, Barry and I went to regionals, qualified for state. The week before wrestling, Barry got hurt. Barry come up to me and said, Danny, since I can't go to state, he said, will you wear my shoes for me? I said, sure, you got it. So I wore his shoes, went out and won state. I passed those shoes down to Steve Howes. Next year, Steve Howes wore those shoes, went and won him the state championship. Steve Howes passed those shoes down to Jared Bacchino. Jared Bacchino won a state championship, but we haven't been able to verify yet if he wore the same shoes. But if he wore the same shoes, then we're going to start calling them magic shoes. I grew up in Galesburg. I went to all the basketball games, went to all the football games. I remember at halftime of the games, we would line up on the sideline so the players could run off the field. And I remember standing there seeing Billy Rascal and some of these guys. They're running off the field and you're up close enough to them that you can see that they're hot, they're sweaty, they're dirty, they're stinky, and they look tougher now. I always wondered, as I grew up, if I could follow these guys' footprints, their footsteps. Years later, it occurred to me that what these guys were doing is starting a tradition at Galesburg Augusta. And that tradition was winning. And I got to tell you, I'm extremely proud to be part of that tradition. Thank you very much.